What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about the coin that beat Bitcoin. That's right, there is a coin that actually beat Bitcoin not only to $40,000, but also $50,000. Now you're probably wondering, why haven't you heard of this coin? The news always talks about Bitcoin. Maybe the news has talked about a couple of alt cryptos, but you only really ever hear of Bitcoin, and you also hear the major milestones. Back in, 2017, it hit 20,000, or actually it was just shy of 20, but that's all the news was talking about. It plummeted, and then it finally made its way back up to not only 20,000, 30, 40, 50, and then it actually hit 60,000 as well. But why hasn't the news ever talked about the coin that beat this one? Well, let's find out. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is I think it's important to understand not only how cryptos work, but this is also how stocks work. Once I show you, you're gonna, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's gonna be really simple to understand. And that's why some stocks are worth $3,000, meanwhile others are worth $100, and some are worth pennies. It's more than just the value, right? And again, you're gonna see in 1 second. But guys, before that, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my other content. I know it's called Think Stocks, but I think cryptos are just as important, so that's why I'm making a couple of crypto videos. But let's jump over to the computer now and see exactly what coin beat Bitcoin. All right, guys, here is the beautiful chart of Bitcoin. I'm on TradingView, and if you type in BTC USD, we can see Bitcoin compared to the dollar. And right now it's hovering around 58,000. It did reach around 61,000, but let's see. If we zoom in, here was the first run up where it almost made it to 20,000. Right here, it hit 19,000. We could actually see what was the peak. If you look up, $19,660, $19,666. That was the peak. Then it had this massive crash. We're on the weekly chart. It bottomed out around $3,000 right about here. And then it had its major write-up during the pandemic. It just, the dollar was weakening. People were getting scared with all of the stimulus money. And here we go. These two lines represent when Bitcoin passed not only the $40,000 mark, but the $50,000 mark. So let's just kind of zoom in. You can see right here, this is where it opened at $39,510. It had a high of $42,000, and then it closed at $40,667. And guys, that was January 8th, 2021. And then here we go when it passed $50,000. It opened at 47, reached a high of 50, closed at 49. And then, of course, a couple weeks later, it hit 60,000. Well, it peaked at $61,781. But back to the 50,000, that was February 16th, 2021. So what coin beat Bitcoin? Well, here's the crazy thing. This coin beat Bitcoin to 40,000 the first day it IPO'd. As soon as it IPO'd, it already beat 41,000. It trailed down a little, and then it went up to 50,000. And guys, this all happened within less than a year. You're probably thinking, how is that possible? Well, here's how. Here it is, YFI. It's known as Yearn Finance. And pretty much, let's turn on, here we go. The very first day that it IPO'd, it opened up at $43,000. And then that was its high. Its high was its open, $43,800. It trailed down. That was, look at that, September 15th. If we go back to Bitcoin, it hit 40,000 January 8th. So a couple months later. And let's see, it took 1, 2, 3, 4. It took like 5 or 6 months. And then it hit 50,000 right here. It had a high of 52,000. And that was February 12th, 2021, as opposed to Bitcoin just being a few days too late, February 16th, 2021. Now, you may be baffled by this. You may already know why this happened. But guys, let's jump over to CoinMarketCap. Here is Bitcoin. If we look at the market cap. It's over $1 trillion. There are, so how do you get this market cap? And this works with stocks as well. if you take every single coin that's currently in circulation, so as I'm recording this video, there's 18,666,012 coins, and you multiply it by $55,792.04, you will get that $1 trillion market cap. If we jump over to Yearn.finance, currently it's $32,000. Look at this. There's only a max supply of 36,000 coins, and just about every single coin is in circulation. It says 100%. It's actually like 99.9%. Its market cap is hardly $1 billion. It's just over $1 billion. Bitcoin is still 1,000 times bigger than Yearn Finance. Yearn Finance will probably never worth anywhere close to $1 trillion, but who knows? But that is why it comes down to your supply. And that's something really important to understand with all of these cryptocurrencies. You're investing in some currencies like Dogecoin or some other thing, or think of your penny stocks. You're investing in certain penny stocks or even blue chip stocks. And you're thinking Dogecoin is only worth a couple of cents. I think it's 5 cents right now. Let me just throw all my money into that because one day it'll be the size of Bitcoin. It won't. The reason why is because look at its max supply. It has, let's see, 1,000,128 billion coins. There is no max supply. So there's over 128 billion coins in circulation. Its market cap is $7 billion. If it wants to be worth the same as Bitcoin, you're not even going to reach $10 per coin. So that's something you need to look at. What is its market cap? And that is the same when you look at certain stocks. You look at Apple, the biggest company in the world, right? It's worth over $2 trillion. Yet its stock even isn't $200. Meanwhile, Amazon, which is half the size, Amazon's around 1 trillion, or I guess maybe Amazon's a little bit more now. Let's take a look. Amazon has a market cap of 1.5 trillion, so that's less than Apple, but its price is so much higher than Apple. That's because that's the total amount of shares. If you take the market cap, 1.5 trillion, and then divide it by its current price, you will get the amount of shares that are currently in circulation. And then if you do it with Apple, that's the reason why Apple is such a smaller price. It's because there's so many more shares in circulation. That's also why our dollar keeps depreciating in value, because the government likes to print more money, and they'll always print more money because that's how they pay off their debts. They cheat. They think, we owe X amount of money. Well, let's just print more money. That's not exactly how it works, but I'm dumbing it down for people. That's essentially what they're doing. They're putting out these treasury notes that are 100 years in the future, so our future generations could worry about it. But that's slowly screwing us every single day. But guys, that's it. That is how YFI beat Bitcoin to not only $40,000, but $50,000. If you guys like this video, smash that like button, drop any comments below. Let us know if you actually knew that. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.